Yeah.
No, the game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come.
Get into your clothes and come. I'd rather do it the other way around.
See you in the sitting room.
It'll be such a mess. I don't know what's
I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade.
It's like
a letter
blah,
from
blah,
the
blah,
suburbs.
blah.
He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Yeah,
Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Very well.
The writing table behind you.
The letter is on the table.
Ah, table. Examine. Letter take. That's the address.
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
Better than my handwriting.
It is much better than mine. I cannot tell that. There's
A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
extra big. Okay.
Elongate extra bosoms.
Why are we doing this, Holmes? Can't we just read the letter?
No.
We know it's
The
from
Brackenstall
Lestrade.
family coat of arms.
Oh. It'd be from Ermyntrud Brackenstall.
Yes. Abbey Grange, Marsham, Kent. My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it. But I beg you not to lose an infant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. So Eustace
Brackenstall.
Brackenflacken. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade. Only friend who ever writes to me.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Whereas the only other friend is Watson, who
Promising,
lives
as
with
always,
him.
it appears to be a case of murder.
How do you
So
know
you
that?
believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man.
What's
These
Lestrade
people
doing in
belong to
Kent?
high society. The quality of the writing paper, the
Hard to
EB
say.
monogram, their
What
coat
does
of
anyone
arms.
do in Kent?
The
Don't
crime
know.
was committed
My
before
dad was
midnight.
born there. Maybe he's doing that.
Holmes, how can you possibly
Your
tell?
dad's all Scottish.
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at
Moved
3:30
there.
in the morning.
Not long after
Imagine
he
the
was born.
chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
As do I. But first, we must dress appropriately. Because we haven't checked. Oh shit, dark in here. Watson!
That was Watson's room.
Oh, that's why. Oh, screw this then. I need my disguise table. We haven't checked it in ages.
This is my cornucopia of things. Bet we still won't
very
have
good.
anything. Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh. Oh, I liked that waistcoat.
I think we liked that one before. Light suit.
I want a bandit outfit. See if we can't have some facial hair.
Yeah, let's try that.
To the makeup table.
Right. Hair and hat.
No, still just normal hair.
Oh, this one's available. The top hat is available. We should take that.
Good. I think we've had the top hat before, but I like it a lot.
It's good though, and we're going to the hall.
It'll fit in. Jesus Christ! Like,
This is weird. I don't understand. Like, do you have to do everything to unlock that stuff? Because this doesn't seem like the sort of game where you'd be like, I'm going to want to replay a lot of these cases. What if you've solved them already, at least in the way that you think is to your liking? Okay, let's go to Abbey Grange. There's right, these caricatures.
I wonder if we've got any sort of clues yet, Holmes. No, I'm just reading my pause menu.
I have 1,000 clues, and yet none at all, Watson.
My old man,
Mr.
Beardy.
Owen, Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And
What?
why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Do I ever?
Exactly. The father and
The
two
three
sons.
Randys.
It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady.
Can you have a
She's had
non-violent
most
act of
dreadful
aggression?
experience. She was assaulted
That's
and
just
tied
like
to
a
chair.
passive-aggressive
But I think that you would best see her
act.
and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
Let us hope that
In the
she is
dining
not
room.
Teresa
We
Wright.
haven't touched anything.
All
That'd
right,
be good.
I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Right, inspect the room where
Let's see.
Lady Brackenstall is resting. So Lestrade's all here. We've got paintings in abundance.
What's this guy
Lord
with his
Ramsay
red eyes?
Brackenstall.
Ramsay. He's got really red eyes. There's
You'd have thought that the painter would
wow,
have
he's got really red eyes. That's all. That looks like Charles Darwin.
It's Charles Darwin, but he's really
Red-eyed
stoned.
Darwin.
Lord Brigham Brackenstall.
Nah, I know who it is.
Brigham Brackenstall.
Sir Warthen Brackenstall.
Is Warthen a name?
Lord George Brackenstall.
These are all of these paintings look like they were done.
Baron Lyndon
same period.
Brackenstall.
Yeah,
the
they were.
Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
Rather,
They're all. It's paintings. Everyone looks austere in paintings. Holmes.
it's just the medium homes.
It's like
This
you wouldn't look
the
at
Brackenstall family looks rather
black and white.
rather joyous and carefree in this comic book. What I found, and they all seem to have magical abilities.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself.
Oh look, she's
My
got
name
red
is
eyes as
Sherlock
well.
Holmes.
Oh wait.
I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for
It was
your
her.
loss. Please accept
Oh,
my deepest
bother.
condolences.
Looks fake
I
as
suppose
shit,
that
though,
it is
right?
no
Look how
use
red
me
it is.
attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
What happened last night?
Let's see if we can't X some things about her.
X. She's got the red eyes of a killer. Fresh bruises. So fresh. Let's go this way.
Oh, look at her. There's something up there. There, on her cheek. Ah.
Pale cheeks.
Oh.
Gold brooch.
Ah, she's from Australia. Titties.
Elegant boobies of a woman. She may be a lady of some kind.
Old bruises too.
Old bruises. Wedding ring. I surmise that she was married.
Let's find out about that marriage. She brought it up.
Yeah, let's.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man.
Was there
when he
anything
spoke, and he
specific
suffered from dark
bothering
moods,
you?
but nothing else.
What the shit?
Old bruises.
Yes, of course.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time, out of control. again.
I'll say.
Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
I hope you weren't actually just tied to him forever.
I don't know, maybe it will make that. Might it actually explain the
Can you
bruises?
describe
They're
the
just constantly
events
falling
of
over.
yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others.
First man.
One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
Unfortunate
He fought
how?
with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them,
I thought they were
the
elderly.
elder one, struck him a terrible
doesn't
blow
add up,
with the
lady.
poker.
Her story is all over the place.
When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Is something missing?
Did these three
In
villains
your
steal
explanation,
anything?
I mean.
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
That there is
Your
no silver
ladyship.
there. Your ladyship. What about Theresa?
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
What's she all about?
Well,
She's got wrinkles.
nose. Oh no.
Oh, I was joking.
Yeah, no. I suspect you may be some sort of not young woman.
Some
Her
sort
brooch isn't relevant.
of a wrinkled old hag.
Working hands.
As opposed to...
To broken hands. Vinegary smell.
Oh, she's very good at carring.
What is this? Coffee stain.
She was caring for the coffee.
It explains
As I
it
sat by
all.
my bedroom window, I saw three men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed.
This
And
feels
it
like
was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress
whatever that stoner
scream.
film is. Dude, where's
And
my
down
car?
I ran to find
And
her tied
then-
to the chair and him on the floor with his head
And
smashed.
then...
That's all I know.
That can't be all you know, madam.
I'm
You
sure
must
it's gonna
know,
be.
for example, your own name. So
Ooh,
we know
what does-
she's a liar.
What does the RB do?
What indeed? Wah, 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 wah. Holmes' vision. Ah, now we know for sure that there's fuck all in here.
Yeah.
Very good.
What does it imagine the other one?
Imaginify.
Oh.
Ooh.
Useful in limited situations.
Yeah, it hasn't been super useful in the past couple of cases, has it?
No. Still a photograph.
I'll have that.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port. But which one?
Oh. Let's take the back off. People write stuff on the back of photos, right?
They do. Rock of Gibraltar in Adelaide.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year
Australia?
and a half ago on this ship.
I'll take that. A much more fitting image for this counter. Now,
A trapper's
what else
hut.
can be mine?
Can I steal some more of your things? Don't know how much you missed there, folks, but we got some clues.
We got some clues. The primary thing we got from that letter was that there's an inconsistency in the description of the Randall brothers, right?
Yeah.
So there's the two brothers and there's the father. In the newspaper article, it described the father as being grey-haired
Grey-haired.
and of average height and build.
Whereas she said that it was the elder was big and bulky. Can we make any deductions from that? Because we've got a couple of things. So if we use the Y menu,
Yes.
the criminals identified versus Randall's well known. Oh, well, those two together. Yes.
Yeah. After you. Randall's blame. The robbery was fake and the whole story invented in order to blame Sir Eustace's death on the Randalls. The testimonies and evidence match and point to the Randalls gang. So, I mean, I wouldn't say those are the only options, but
Those are the two that we've got.
those are the two that we've got. So at the moment, it's seeming like the Randalls are being blamed.
But she could also just be a bit...
It could be just a understandable slight confusion.
Yeah. But I don't know if I trust you, Lady Brackenhacken.
Okay.
Lady Brick-a-Brack.
Shall we see what else we can look at? What's this? That's
Just the Times again. They get multiple copies in this house.
Whoa!
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Maybe you should examine it, Lestrade.
Yeah. I will do it though.
Oh, what does RB do?
Does
Mantelpiece.
oh
Cut bell rope.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
And I'm exceptionally tall.
I'm the tallest man I've ever seen. Okay. Well, there's a fact.
Next.
A fur trader's cabin.
That's nothing. So he's into hunting. Let's look around a bit before we look at him.
Yes.
The hunting scene.
A hunting scene. Oh boy, French doors. Ah, it's delightful out there.
Oh,
Let's leave and never come back to this awful scene.
do you think that they'd let us just have this, Watson?
A trapper's hut.
Wow, they really love paintings of trappers.
A trapper's hut.
Or photographs, possibly. Very dark in here.
So that you don't fade any of the pictures of
the hell?
our trappers.
Is this
hut.
the rope?
Yes.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me.
Cool.
I'll make it smell like me.
We get a
This
free
is
dog.
the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Allegedly. You should always say allegedly, Holmes.
Yes. Oh, Toby's the dog. I was playing another Sherlock Holmes game, and one of the characters you could be was Toby the
This
dog.
candlestick is valuable.
I didn't
It
realise
is
he was
interesting
a part
that
of
it
the
was
canon.
not also stolen.
Indeed.
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France.
Okay.
Yeah,
These wine bottles are
the robbery thing is seeming a little unlikely.
Yeah, I feel
an
like...
empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen.
So yeah,
the
why would you
contents.
take just the silver and nothing else?
Yeah. Oh.
Ah,
A bottle of wine is missing here.
Right.
The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
Yeah, it seems very, like, implying that they broke in and, like, assaulted some people just to take that one set of silverware.
Yeah.
Seems a bit silly.
This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
maybe I should go there just in case, though.
A deer hunt.
Criminals are afraid of upstairs rooms. Drinking.
A decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed.
Hmm.
Good legs.
Very good legs.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
What's a bee's wing?
I don't know. No visible spider legs. Interesting.
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured.
Oh, I see. It's the sort of residue that, like the tannins that sink down. So
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
okay,
It
so
is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
Okay.
so one has been poured directly into the glass.
Yeah, so
Chateau
someone's
Canon-Ségur,
come
French
later.
wine, Grand Cru.
Yeah.
The wine's been decanted, they've used it all up, there's a bit left in the bottle, then they give somebody else it.
Or the inverse of that. Like it was poured first into a glass and then somebody went, oh, let's put it in that thing. I don't know. Right, let's look at this body.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
But you cannot kill a man by simply blowing on his head once. You idiot. Rather a stupid man, aren't you?
Call yourself a doctor.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
No human man could blow so hard.
That must be the murder weapon.
Must be.
Fire.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Indeed.
Does he have, like... oh, he's got a stick?
Quite a large stick. A formidable weapon.
Indeed. No shoes.
Barefoot. He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
So, he's saying that he might have hit his head on the grate, but could he also have been, like, kneeling down or something, then been smacked in the head?
Yeah. So the... Where is the actual impact of the wound? Was it on the back
On
of
the
his
top
head?
of his head.
The top of his head. So yeah, that seems quite plausible.
Let's go and talk to Lady Doohickey and see what she's saying, like, who are you dining with?
Yeah.
Why's Lestrade got anything to say?
That's fine.
I've searched outside for footprints without any luck.
Okay, so yeah, we can go and look at... Let's have a quick look outside.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
before we go back to her.
Maybe if you weren't such a useless fuck, Lestrade.
Maybe you would find him if you weren't a big dummy with stupid hair.
You'll have a bad moustache.
Bad moustache.
And the worst breath.
And terrible ideas. I don't respect you. Sort of wondering if there was supposed to be forced entry or...
No, she said she went to the French window and there was someone there.
Right. Ooh, a tiny house.
No, no.
No.
Can't go in there.
This house? House. This house is not very... Okay, fine. Okay, so...
Can we go through the main door?
Yeah, let's go and talk to her. Tell me more. Yes, that's
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
No, she's lying.
Your ladyship?
Please leave my Mary alone. She suffered
Leave
so
her
much. She
alone.
deserves some...
She really doesn't like it very much when you're talking to her.
She doesn't like being investigated. Right. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, picture. Oh!
Picture.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
Interesting.
This is Sir Eustace's safe.
I knew it was
There may be
nice to do
something
that for
important
a
inside.
reason.
I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.